Shut up, you stupid noob. What you have on your head there is called a head box. Remove it from your head and you shall have a brand new and much more handsome head than you had before.
Oh, okay. A head box. I get you. Alright, let's see what my head looks like.
Hello, my Fumble family. Sorry about those horrific events that you just witnessed. I was trying out a new head, but I don't think it was for me, though it was very, very cute and adorable. I would rather have my own head for today. In most cases, you can't usually switch out your head with a random head, but you know where you can do that? In the wonderful world of Roblox. Yeah. So today I've scurried up 30 of Roblox's most popular, most relevant, and some of the juiciest heads that Roblox has to offer, and I'm going to go through each of them and put them on a head tier list. You guys have really liked my tier list video, so I figured, you know what, I'll whip and dish out a few more of these things, because honestly, I really enjoy filming them. There's some of my most favorite videos to film on a kind of, it's just kind of commentary, it's just kind of fun, just kind of goofing around and stuff. But if you haven't seen my face tier list, or my YouTuber tier list, or my developer tier list, check those out because those are all pretty great. Anyways, here's how this tier list works. We have 5 rankings. The top ranking is the chosen heads. Wow! Next up is dang, what an elegant head. For those fancy heads, for those heads that don't quite make it to the chosen heads, but they're pretty close. Under that is, I would rather have this for a head than a used pair of gym shorts. So, I mean, these heads aren't exactly the best of heads, but at least I would rather have that as a head than a used pair of gym shorts, because that's arguably a terrible head to have. I think so. Yeah, it's honestly terrible. Under that is head, more like rancid garbage, because that belongs to the booty heads, but not the bootiest heads, because the bootiest heads are called vomits profusely. Take a shower, please, because the stench that irradiates from that head is oh so terrible. So now we're gonna go through each of these heads and assign them ranks. Let's go through them each individually and see where they land. The first head we have today is called the Creature from the Blocks Lagoon head, and oh my god, is it an interesting head. As you can see here, he has some beautiful details. His skin and his eyes are the same exact color. A little bit concerning, he may just have skin for eyes. He has an interesting 16-layer chin that complements his old man looking head and his age spots that he has, accompanied by 2 million wrinkles, the world record for Roblox wrinkles. His sideburns are pretty hip and cool. I do gotta say, I dig the sideburns on the side there, and the back of the head being as flat as a sidewalk looks like a great place for skaters to come and skate, so that's obviously a great benefit to this head. All in all, this is actually terrifying. The lips are like not even there fully, they're like disappearing into the face. It looks like it's eating itself almost, like the front of the face is consuming itself. All in all, it looks like a potato that gained life. So I think I'm gonna slap the Creature from the Blocks Lagoon head onto vomits profusely, please take a shower. And that is where it's gonna stay for now. These can move during this video, so if you think one of these heads belongs somewhere else, stick around, because by the end of the video, it may just be where you want it to be. The next head we have here is called the Paragon. We are going to go through the basic Roblox heads as well, because why not? The Paragon is a nice shaped head. It leaves a little bit extra cheek room at the bottom. I think it's pretty cute. It kind of looks like an eraser. So I'm going to go ahead and give this one a solid ranking. Paragon, you're not bad. You're not a bad hat, but I wouldn't exactly choose to wear it above most heads, so I'm just going to go ahead and slap Paragon onto. I would rather have this for a head than a pair of gym shorts. Used gym shorts, which is a fair ranking, I think, for now. Next up, we have Gnome Nomad. I don't know why Gnome is said there twice, but we got the Gnome Nomad here, and there is no description available for this hat. It's very filled with mystery. I rather like this hat. I think it's cute. It's a little old dude. He's a gnome. I've like interest in gnomes for some reason. I like medieval things and I like fantasy things, so gnomes are pretty sick to me. When put on the strong body, he looks like this dangerous biker man with a sweet and innocent face. So I'm not sure whether or not you run into this guy on the street, he's gonna beat the crud out of you, or he's gonna shake your hand and call you a nice fella and pat you on the back. Therefore, I don't think it could reach the very top rank, but it might be pretty close. Let's see it from a 3D view. I want to see the top of that bald, shiny head. Okay, here's the 3D view, and dang, look at that shave. That is nice and clean. You could crack an egg and fry it on that baby on a hot summer day. Therefore, I think Gnome Nomad is going to get a better ranking than originally thought out. Gnome Nomad, you get... Dang! What an elegant head! And you may move. Stick around to find out if it does. On to the next head, which is the Musherio Night Watchman head, which I believe it's a mushroom person. Yes. Oh my. I choked. Alright, so this hat made me choke as already a point off. Sorry, hat, but you just can't choke people. So this hat, it kind of goes into your chest, depending on how muscly of a chest you may have. It's meant to be worn with a full package, which makes sense. It's actually a pretty interesting head. It kind of reminds me of No Face. Here's what I mean. This right here, you see these markings and these eyes right here. Now take a look at the head we're reviewing. It's kind of got some similar ones. If you ask me. And I think that's a pretty cool little detail there. So I don't think this is a terrible hat, though it doesn't fit most bodies, so I can't give it the top ranking. But you know what? I think it's a pretty cool hat. So Musherio Watchman Guard, you're gonna get, dang, what an elegant head for your no-face features. As a Studio Ghibli fan, I must give you that. Next we have Psyclock. Not to be confused with what I am, a Cyclops, a one-eyed freak creature. So this is a Psyclock head. It's meant to be worn with the package as well. It makes you into a clock. Oh my god, what? It's so big, and I didn't realize the center was an actual eyeball, so it's almost like an eyeball hat. I kind of like this. I think the Psyclock hat is immaculate. This is pretty sick. If I saw somebody walk into my room wearing a clock for a head and a giant pulsating eyeball in the center, I think these lips and their lips, they'd be locking, because that is irresistible. Okay, Psyclock head, you shall be put where you belong, in the chosen head. Big wow, only because you have a giant eyeball in the center, and this is the eyeball supremacy. We love eyeballs here at the Kaden Fumblebottom YouTube channel, so we give you a big yes. Now we have Strong Jaw, aka the TikTok boy jawline head. For all those people who want to show off their Roblox jawlines. Immaculate, amazing, impressive. You have a Roblox jawline, you must be the most handsome fella in all of existence. Anyways, the Strong Jaw promises a strong jawline that you can be proud of, says the description. And that's not a bad description for a hat. That is all about having a strong jaw. If you wear it with the strong person avatar thing, it looks pretty good. All in all, it's a nice jaw. I like it. It's nice and solid. I'm gonna put it in. I would rather have this for a head than a used pair of gym shorts, because I wouldn't really wear it, but I mean, it's cute, it's nice, it's good. Next, we have a very, very classic head. It is Blockhead, a head that I particularly like. It says, anyone remember Gumby? I don't know what, I guess I do know why it says that. If you look at Gumby, this is Gumby, this right here. So apparently this is a reference to Gumby. I don't know who made that reference. This is a television series dating back to 1955. So whoever made that might be a fossil. But you know what? I think it's a pretty interesting thing. And I think it's a pretty interesting reference to throw into a Roblox hat. So Blockhead, I think you are going to get your rightful place as a classic chosen hat. And the chosen head's big wow. Next up, we have Blue Collar Cat Head. That's a blue collar cat. He works very hard every single day to assure you have a good life. We must treat him with respect. So the Blue Collar Cat Head is a very cute head. It says part of the Blue Collar Cat package, which, you know, it makes sense. It is. And it's a cute, adorable hat. How can you hate on this? I mean, unless you're a member of Reds United, then your hate is completely valid. But other than that, how can you hate on this cute little cat head? I think it's really cute and adorable. It kind of resembles Garfield. Maybe if I had a plate of lasagna in front of me right now, this cat would rip through the multiverse into my universe and eat the lasagna off my plate. Therefore, I kind of like this little guy, and I'm gonna give him a fair ranking of dun, 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 dun. Dang, what an elegant head. Now we have Stacked Horse Head. Very interesting head. It reminds me of Creed Crap whenever I see it. Not because he looks like a horse. He does not look like a horse, but because he has a horse avatar little icon thing, I think it's pretty cool. So this is the stacked horse. This is what it looks like when put onto your avatar. It's quite the sight indeed. I like it. I particularly love how it looks. It's giant. It's really big. It almost just looks like a hat, sort of accessory type hat. So all in all, the stacked horse head is pretty great in my opinion. Tell me this isn't every horse girl's dream, guy. I mean, come on, Steven the Stallion is here. I'm gonna go ahead and give the stacked horse head a boom! The chosen head's big wow ranking for now. Next up, we have Davey Bazooka, which is actually supposed to be a replica of David Bazooki. If you don't know who that is, that's this guy. David Bazooki. He's like a CEO of Roblox or something like that. He's a big, important, cool guy. Did a lot of good things for Roblox. Anyways, here's his head. They've somehow imported it into Roblox. You can now purchase it and wear it on yourself if you want to. It looks a little bit like this. For some reason, no offense against David, this always makes me think of a big boss baby. Kind of got Mini-Toon vibes. It also makes me think that once or twice a day. But all in all, I like this head. It's a well-shaped head. It comes with ears, which is a rare feature. It comes with a realistic human nose and two beautiful blue ocean eyes. But all in all, it looks like a big baby grew and turned into a man, and therefore I think that the David Bazooki head, as beautiful as he is as a person, belongs in a head more like rancid garbage, because that thing looks like a man baby. Here we have the Gothic Gargoyle head, a pretty cool looking head if you ask me. Here's what it looks like on the avatar. It says a protector and guardian against evil and harmful spirits. It's huge. It looks really cool. It's filled with detail. I honestly love this hat. This is my first time ever seeing it. It's filled with moss as well. On account of you can't wear it with many other things, I want to throw it into the Chosen Head's big wow, but I'm starting to think it kind of belongs into dang. What an elegant head. So I'm going to put it in there because it actually is quite an elegant head, and then I'm going to rethink what I currently have in Chosen Heads. I think this clock one, since I just have a bias, and I think it just looks good because there's a giant eyeball in the middle of it, I'm going to move it down to dang, what an elegant head, leaving only the big blocky head and the horse head on the Chosen Heads for now. But it could change. Goodbye, Gothic Gargoyle head. You served us well. Here we have the Timber Elf head, which I think is also a very cute head. I chose this one specifically because I think it's adorable. It's got like a little Adventure Time style to it. You can wear it with other items, and it gives you a set of ears and horns, but it also kind of has the Roblox Classic face on it with that smile. You know, I kind of dig that. So Timber Elf, I think I'm going to give you a fair rating of the Chosen Heads. Big wow on account of, I just like that hat. I like that head. I like that head a lot. Next up is Captain Squid's head, not to be confused with Davy Jones from the Pirates of the Caribbean series thing. Captain Squid's head has been popularized by BitSquid, the Roblox Tower of Hell YouTuber, but you know what? It's also just a very fashionable squid head. Let's try it on, and dang, does that thing look good. It's got two beautiful, luscious purple eyes, two burly eyebrows that, I don't really think squids grow eyebrows, but whatever, let's just go with it. And it's got a nice hat. Actually, that's a really cool hat. It's like a skull with squid tentacles coming out of it. So all in all, I think it's a great hat. It can't be worn with very much other than the squid combo, so I'm gonna slap this one into dang, what an elegant head, because I think it belongs there. Next up, we got Awesomesaurus Rex. Watch out! Awesomesaurus Rex, that guy's the coolest. This hat is a part of the Awesomesaurus Rex body. Check it out here. Oh yes, yay, now you know. So this is what it looks like. It makes you into a Mark Zuckerberg, aka a lizard person, a non-real human being, but secretly a lizard in disguise. I think the meme quality is pretty great here. I think it's a fair texture and a very well-made head if you look at it closely. You got some Doritos Locos chips on the top. That's pretty delicious and stuff. But I don't want to give this a completely full rating because I just wouldn't wear it. Personally speaking, I just wouldn't wear this hat very much. But it's beautiful for the dinosaur lovers of Roblox. So I'm going to go ahead and slap this on too. Head? More like rancid garbage because it looks like a whoopee cushion that I would sit on for fun. And now we have Cheeks, a Roblox hat that offers some extra cheek for those of us who want thick cheeks, luscious cheeks. Not much more I can say about this other than, wow, those are some cute little cheeks. It says perfect for someone as cheeky as yourself. I think that's a cute intro. I'm gonna go ahead and slap Cheeks onto, I would rather have this than a used pair of gym shorts because that's how I see it. Next up, we got Squad Goals JC Randall, aka Wolfhead, which it really emits JFK from Clone High vibes. Let me just show you this guy. This guy right here. This is JFK from Clone High. Yeah, it's giving me vibes. It's giving me vibes of this guy too much. So that's actually a benefit in my eyes, but at the same time, it's kind of a terrible thing. Let's try it on and see what it looks like on our avatar. No, that's JFK. That's exactly JFK. I gotta give it to you, man. I gotta give it to you. You get vomits profusely. Please,
Take a shower.
No hate against JFK and Clone High. Great show, great series. Next up, we have Bazooka Bones head. And dang, this head is interesting. Considering it's actually the shape of a Roblox head, it's actually like the size of a Roblox head. You can wear it with a lot of things. It's actually an interesting accessory. It offers a Cyclops-like head, higher quality than the other Cyclops-like head we saw in today's video. So I think automatically, I'm gonna go ahead and slap this one onto the Immaculate rank, onto the Chosen head's big wow. Congratulations, Bazooka. Here we have Onan Thick Hoof. Thick Hoof. And I think that's a pretty interesting name for a cow-like creature. It's got a super duper thick neck that looks like a tree trunk. Maybe it is a tree trunk. I don't know. It's got a sick neck beard braided on the bottom, a bunch of wild hair, and even a bird living on the horn to imply that he ain't no violent bull. He's a cute little thick hoof. This is what he looks like on. Oh man, the neck comes off the back even when you're wearing the strong body. He is a thick hoof indeed. A thick hoof indeed. Therefore, Mr. Thick Hoof, since you don't exactly fit on most bodies in Roblox, I'm gonna go ahead and give you head. More like rancid garbage. Here we have Old Town Road Lil Nas X head. A wonderful head, a brand new head that just came out on Roblox for the Lil Nas X event. This is what it looks like on person. It looks pretty wonderful if I do say so myself. It does have some amazing features. It's even got the sideburns evenly distributed. I mean, dang, what more could you ask for? This is a wonderful hat and a nice quality one as well. I think it goes without saying Lil Nas X head you get slapped onto the Chosen heads. Big wow. Next up, we have a wonderful head indeed. It looks like a potato, but I still love it. It's the Junkbot head. I would not have cared at all for this head had Albert not made it into a giant meme and shut the Roblox website down almost by using it. So the Junkbot head has some history to it. It is a very big Roblox meme, and it honestly has some nice style and quality to it. It does, in fact, look like a potato, metal sticking out of it, but that doesn't make me hate it. That makes me love it even more. So Junkbot head, you are defaulted to the Chosen heads. Big wow. Next we have Chisel, the Chisel jawline, kind of similar to the other Chisel jawline one, so I'm gonna go ahead and slap you onto, I would rather have this for a head than a used pair of gym shorts. And if I'm being honest with you, I'm just gonna slap some more of these guys there. I mean, Trim and other ones, you all go down there too. Let's be honest. Now we have Neoclassic Female. This is, you know, it's taken off of Cindy, so it's an interesting head. My Cindy fans out there. It does sort of look like a toilet paper roll. If you were to make your head white, you could run around as like a toilet paper roll cosplay. I think that's pretty cool. It does have a nub, like a stray nub on the bottom for those people who are fans of random body nubs. So I'm gonna go ahead and say the Cindy head, which I accidentally already threw onto a ranking, is going to be placed onto head. We're like rancid garbage on account of it has a stray nub and it looks like toilet paper. Next we have Armory, the Undead Necromancer head. I think this is a really cool head, and if you do take a look at it, it does fit the Roblox avatar in a relatively decent way. It is quite large, but it kind of fits with some bodies and it has a lot of cool details to it. So I do like this head for what it is. I'm going to slap it onto dang, what an elegant head, because I personally wouldn't wear it very much, but I do think it's really good for a head. Next up, we have Roundy, a Roblox classic head. This is what it looks like on. It's actually one of my favorites on the website. You can look like Kirby if you make yourself pink with it, or Jigglypuff, depending on which pink rounded character you like. So I'm going to slap you onto the Chosen head's big wow. What do you think about that Kirby plushie? Yeah, here we have Bora Cat. And I chose this one because of its thick neck and mullet, because I think that's very interesting. For those of you who are confused, this is in fact somebody who's been in quarantine for years now, and this is why they look like this. Their green skin, their mullet, their rugged look on their face, and the skull of another human that they're wearing. That's how it be when you're in quarantine for too long. The reason I think the Bora Cat is so funny is because, let me show you what it looks like originally. It's on this guy right here, you know, Boric the Conqueror. He's looking pretty tough. He's got some huge horns. But when you take his horns off, he's got like a thick neck and a mullet. So I'm going to go ahead and slap this on too. And it vomits profusely. Please, take a shower. The High Seas Beatrix, the Pirate Queen head, and the reason I chose this is because of its odd shaping. A lot of people wear heads like this for memes, make themselves look like a lollipop, or maybe like the end of a microphone. I'm not really sure what you want to consider this grape-like head-looking thing, but it's not bad. It's got ears, it's got a neck, it's got a chin, it's a little bit derpy, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and slap it on too. I would rather have this than a used pair of gym shorts for a head. Thank you very much. Okay, we have two more heads left, and they are great heads indeed. We have the White Collar dog head, which the description reads, he's going over this quarter's numbers and they look rough. And that is a dog pun. Therefore, this one gets an extra point. It's looking pretty cute. I want to give it some rubs and feed it a few treats while its owner isn't looking. So I'm thinking it's a pretty good head so far. This is what it looks like on your person. You look like a My Hero Academia person who has the quirk of a dog head. So it's pretty cool. I like it. This is what it looks like in 360 view. It's a nice head. It's a cute head. I want to give it all the pats in the world. Therefore, I think this head belongs nowhere. Nowhere but dun 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 dun. Dang, what an elegant head. Because it's pretty dang cute, but I wouldn't personally wear it all that much. But I would pet people who were wearing it. And last, but certainly not least, we have dun 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 dun, Werner Weenie, the head of a total weenie. This is one of my favorite hats on Roblox. I think it's funny. I think it's comedic. It's a wiener. It's like literally like a sausage, like a hot dog. But the thing about this hat is that it's also cartoony. It's got that like Cuphead style, that 1950s like drawing style to it. So I think that's pretty interesting. This is what it looks like when it's on your avatar. Dang, that is huge. I didn't expect Werner Weenie to take up half of my body, but at the same time, he is beautiful, and the bigger the better when it comes to a giant, beautiful Werner Weenie head. So thank you, Werner Weenie, for blessing us with your beautiful looks. I'm gonna go ahead and slap you and your crimson chin-like chin onto, oh yeah, you guessed it, the Chosen Heads Big Wow. And that is the final ranking for today. Let's see if any of these should be changed around before we exit out of here. All looking pretty good. All looking pretty good. I think maybe eyeball clock should be moved to rancid garbage. It wouldn't fit with most things. I just like the eyeball in it. Gnome head, I like you a lot, so I'm gonna go ahead and put you into the Chosen Heads Big Wow. And honestly, I slapped this wolf hat down in vomits profusely. Please take a shower. Because it looked like JFK from Clone High. But now that I'm thinking about it, that should move him up to dang. What an elegant head. Because that's honestly a good reason for your ranking. So that marks the end of this head tier list. If you disagree with any of these items, you are probably just wrong. I'm just kidding. You have your own opinions, and that's fantastic. If you disagree with me, let me know what kind of tier list you want to see next. Because I have done Roblox fashion, developers, YouTubers, Roblox faces, and now Roblox heads. Until next time, my Fumble family, please like this video if you liked this video. Sub if you haven't already. Turn on notifications because it does help me out a whole butt ton. And until next time, head slap.